Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 612th meeting of the Laurel Planning Commission. This is October 22nd, 2024. This meeting is being held virtually through Zoom. I ask that everyone keep their microphones muted unless speaking. And also state your name before making a motion and making any statements, please. If you're interested in the application materials for this meeting tonight, you can find them online at cityoflaurel.org. If trouble should arise during the meeting through Zoom, and the meeting will be suspended. While staff attempts to resolve these issues, if they're able to fix the problems, we will continue in a timely manner. Otherwise, the meeting will be postponed. We thank you for all your patience. Ms. Quillen, would you please call the roll?
Council President Cole.
Here.
Mr. Wilson.
Here.
Mr. Welford.
Here.
Mr. Grant.
Here.
Mr. Spalding.
Here.
Vice Chair, Mr. Kish.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 2, approval of minutes from the September 20th, 2024 meeting. Has everybody had a chance to read them? And if there are any changes to the meeting, we can hear that now.
Mr. Chairman, this is Rick Wilson. First of all, I'd like to say an outstanding job on the minutes. I think this might have been one of the longest set of minutes we've had in quite a while. So I want to commend Brooke and the rest of the folks for putting together them. I have no changes to it. I would move to approve.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Do I have a second?
Mr. Chairman,
second.
Go ahead.
State your name, please. Who seconded?
Dennis Grant seconded. Dennis Grant seconded.
Thank you. Please call the roll.
Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
Mr. Grant.
Yes.
Mr. Welford.
Yes.
Mr. Spalding.
Yes.
Mr. Kish.
Yes.
Motion carries.
The next item is the amended site and landscape plan for 13,600 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 600, filed by Josef-Ruben Cruz. Mr. Thornton, could you please read the staff report?
Mr. Kish, before he starts, good evening. This is Director Monte Burrows. I just want to introduce Mr. Thornton before he come present. He's been here since August, and this is our new planner too, and this is his first meeting. So I'd just like to introduce and welcome to the Planning Board Commission. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Mr. Thornton. We're glad you're here.
Thank you, Monte, and thank you for having me, and a pleasure. Looking forward to meeting all the rest of you at a later date in person. But to the staff report, good evening, everyone. My name is Justin Thornton. On August 30th, 2024, ECD received an amended site and landscape plan application by Josef-Ruben Cruz for the property located at 13600 Baltimore Ave, Laurel, MD. The applicant is seeking approval to extend the drive-through in 2 queue lanes. The applicant will also include minor grading, paving, landscaping, as well as curb and gutter alterations. And the applicant will also be relocating an existing trash enclosure. On September 19, 2024, staff sent a memorandum requesting comments to city departments Those city departments are Laurel Department of Public Works, Department of Fire Marshal and Permit Services, and the Laurel Police Department. A memorandum was also sent in the file to other outer agencies as well, and you can find those memorandums in the staff report. All those comments can also be found in the staff report, and the applicant has acknowledged the comments and will make the necessary revisions during the permitting process. On October 1st, 2024, documentation was received by the applicant attesting that a zoning sign had been placed on the subject property and has remained and shall remain until a decision is reached by the Board of Appeals. On October 8th, 2024, a letter explaining the nature of the application and advising of the scheduled public hearings before the City of Laurel Planning Commission was sent by standard mail to all contingent property owners. Staff recommends that the City of Laurel Planning Commission approves the amended site and landscape plan for 13600 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 600 with the following conditions. The applicant shall obtain all appropriate City of Laurel permits. The applicant shall comply with all applicable local, state, and federal laws and regulations in the development of the property. This concludes the reading of my report, and the applicant is also here for any questions. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, this is Deputy Director Burrow. Just to make a correction, this doesn't go to the Boards of Appeal. This just goes to approval from Planning Commission.
Thank you, Mr. Burrs. And thank you, Mr. Thornton. Do any of the board members have any questions?
No.
Mr. Cruz, is there anything you would like to add to what was just said? If not having any questions or anything, I'll wait for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, do we need a public hearing on this?
Yes, I guess we do.
I don't know if there's anybody here, but
It is now 6:05. We open this discussion to a public hearing.
And good evening. This is Gideon Lee, and I'm with JLL, Development Manager supporting Chick-fil-A. We're the owner's rep development consultant. I just wanted to, clarify on the public component. Are you simply asking if there's anyone showing up in opposition or support, or any? Do you need any feedback from the project team?
John, you're muted.
Could you please repeat that? I had a hard time hearing that.
Sorry about that, sir. I'm a Gideon Lee with JLL. We support Chick-fil-A's redevelopment program nationwide. And we're coming in voluntarily with this reinvestment to increase capacity in the drive-through. And wanted to just ask the question. I believe you had raised the question on the public component. Is this where we present on, kind of our intent, or are we waiting for anyone to comment from the public?
We're just waiting for comments from the public. If there's
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you.
Thank you for your information. Without hearing any comments or anything, I close this meeting, and now I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, it's Rick Wilson.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to move to approve the amended site and landscape plan application for 13600 Baltimore Avenue, Suite 600, filed by the applicant, including the staff report. And I'd like to add to that approval for resolution number 24-09-PC, which is the resolution to accompany this action.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Do I have a second?
Mr. Chairman, this is Bill Wellford, and I would like to second Mr. Wilson's motions.
Thank you, Mr. Wellford. Please call the roll.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Welford,
Yes.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
Mr. Spalding,
Yes.
Mr. Kish,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you all so much.
Is there any
Thank you,
other
guys.
questions? Is there any other questions for this matter, or are we ready to close for the evening? It is now 8 minutes after 6. This meeting will be adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Kish. Everybody have a good day.
You too.
Good night,
Everybody.
everyone.
You too.